bro,
really
no, like
amazing.
what you mean is when a game comes out today and it's semi-competent, you're like, bro, what the fuck is going on? Everything used to be way better than it is now.
Right? You thought it would have got better, but anyways, all right. So
What
Zen,
if they made like an updated version of it? That'd be cool.
I wish. Well,
They won't, though,
it's
they
still good as it is, and they're trying. Anyways, we're gonna divulge from games really quick. Zen, it is a privilege. I wanted to do these kinds of interviews with friends and stuff because we're all just gonna get old and die someday and shit. Some of us before others, and I want fun stuff to look back on, or maybe future descendants that any of us have can kind of have a chance to come back and see the people we were, our personalities, our aspirations, our aspects. But today that's going to be based around cannabis and the use of drugs, but mostly just cannabis because, as everyone knows, I love cannabis. It's very beautiful.
It's a very beautiful, it tastes good, bro.
It tastes great. I love the taste varieties. And then, if I was a real and good podcaster, or was trying to make like anything like a podcast or interview, what I would do is I would introduce you as Zen. Zen, would you like to go by the creature? Do you want the dusty treatment? Zen the creature?
Wow, I am the creature.
All right. And Zen is one of the most more beautiful people I met with role playing. And you just always have
I'm
such
obsessed with Anakin Skywalker right now.
Yeah, currently, I guess it's your current focus. I was gonna say that you've always had.
Did I tell you I have a cat named Anakin?
Did you have it before you became
No.
obsessed? Oh.
No, I picked this cat and I was trying to we were gonna get a female cat, but then we got this one because he was all cuddly and he was playing with me, and I was like, well, I'm naming it Anakin.
Here I go.
That's my cat.
And what I want to say mostly too is that Zen has always been such an awesome and engaging friend, always excited and making great situations for what we were trying to do, and literally always a fun time anytime engaging with one another with any game we were playing, from obviously Red Dead to fucking running around in Daisy with Steven. We still have to play.
Bro, that was funny as fuck.
Yeah, we gotta play Zomboid. When I was role playing Zen's grandfather and CJ's.
Jimmy stuck in
Ooh. So at the end of the day, what I'd like to say about, I guess, introducing Zen. Try to get a good bong hit here. It's supposed to be about cannabis or whatever. But Zen is one of the better people I've met, who's an actual, I would call you not just a creature, but a monk, in the sense of you really try. I feel like you strive to enjoy the moment, and that's what living is really about, right? Like being conscious within the moment. That's what people try to say. But
if you're fucking pissy and negative and shit, every waking moment, how do you do that? I hate being pissed off.
yeah, it takes a lot of energy. It really does. I don't know how you can have the energy to remain pissed. But do you feel I'm giving you a wrong description if I called you an enjoyer of life and a beautiful friend to have?
I don't think so, because I definitely do not enjoy the opposite of life. So.
Yeah, you never came off as too emo or doom and gloom. So, with this, and since
back in my day,
we're actually really quick. I think I've told you before. I grew up goth. I called myself a freak. And
freak?
Yeah, because I wasn't really a goth, because I wasn't sad, you know. I had emo friends and gothic friends, and they would focus on death or sadness. But I called myself a freak.
Bro, emo kids can tiptoe through the fucking tulips too, bro.
No, for real. But it wasn't for me. It wasn't like that. But did you actually grow up emo and goth as well?
I guess, yeah.
All right.
Kind of Outcast, whatever.
Yeah. I guess people like to say Outcast, but I won't get into it. I tried to bridge the gaps. I was that kid in school. I was a freak, but I was I'm gonna go chill with the fucking jocks and stuff. I'm gonna go chill with the fucking skaters. I'm gonna go and chill with the math nerds. I tried to bring everyone together.
Had friends with everybody.
Exactly.
I don't really give a fuck.
All right. So we'll move on though, because I don't want to take up too much of your time, and I'd rather have your answers be under the influence. So I have a fancy set of questions here, Zen, and I'm gonna go through them, and I'm not gonna try to like kind of I don't know, necessarily order them in a fancy way. We're just gonna try to have an organic conversation. I'm gonna try to lead into each one of them because that's what a professional would do. So,
yes.
as one of my first questions that I like to get into, and I'm sorry, when we started this one, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if my ma's chilling outside or something, but my dog's like being an asshole. He's barking at me, but we already went outside. He can chill. But anyways, question number one. What's your preferred ingested method? Like the variety, the flavors, and including your set and setting. And when I say ingestion method, I know you like ropes and shit, but like what's your favorite? Edibles, smoking?
I mean, I like edibles, but I do kind of miss dabs, but also like I don't know, cleaning this pen's like out of a pain in my fucking ass, and it also costs a lot of money. So
Sometimes
meanwhile, like edibles last longer because I can't eat as much of them, and because my tolerance is like null and void because I very rarely ever do anything.
is it easy for you to manage that? Because I don't have self-control when I have a bag of something in front of me. Like I will eat edibles until I'm uncomfortable. You know what I mean?
I manage it easy because I know what happens when I eat too much, and I don't like that. Seriously, the first time I ate too much of one, my best friend and her baby daddy, boyfriend, husband guy, I don't fucking know what they are. They like come over and they brought me like bags and bags and bags of fucking snacks. And I was like laying in my bed with my head up against the wall. And I was hearing this knocking thing, and I'm like 3 floors up, mind you. And I'm like, how is somebody knocking on my fucking window? Nobody was knocking on my window. It was my mom in the living room playing Stardew Valley. It was her character walking, but my brain was so convinced that there was like a vampire outside the window trying to get in.
But my mom loves Stardew Valley as well. I just want to say, like nonstop. When I had a GameCube as a kid, like my mom had to get her own so she could play Stardew Valley, like Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah, like Harvest Moon, Animal Crossing. Yep.
Fucking A.
But I'm fucking serious. There was literally, I swear to God, I thought there was a vampire outside of my window.
You're just mad high. Wait, were you sitting with the snacks you said your friends brought you too? Like just bags of chips?
Yeah, and they chilled with it. Yeah, there was like chips and there was chocolate, and I don't even remember what but it was good eating, bro. It was food. Oh, Fritos. There's Fritos, cause fuck yes, the barbecue twist Fritos. Those fucking slap any day, bro.
Fucking Necro was just telling me about Frito pie last night because I had no idea.
The fuck is a Frito pie?
You want to say it, Necro?
No, it.
Bruh.
All right.
Okay, so you get the cheapest, like regular fucking can of chili, a bag of Fritos, and some cheese, maybe some sour cream. And then you heat up the chili and literally pour it directly into the bag of Fritos. Don't take it out of the bag or you're doing it wrong. And then you put cheese and a little bit of sour cream directly into the bag on the chili, and you eat it with a plastic fork.
Bro, listen. We had that shit when I was in college, but it wasn't a Frito pie. It was like, they called it walking tacos, because there's like just a regular plain Fritos, and you put all the taco stuff in it, shake the bag up, and that was that.
What the
It actually fucking slaps,
Close shit.
You've
All
never
right.
heard of walking tacos?
All right, from walking tacos, I'm going to move on to the second question so this doesn't devolve into too much crazy shit. Now, so when you're fucking baked, Zen, and I understand this is subjectable, right? So this is just current. This is like what you've been feeling recently, because this can always change. But, so once you're fucking all baked on your fucking edibles and shit, you're not interrupting, Dex, you're fine, you can sit here. We're just doing the Zenny interview with a stoner circle.
Yeah, you're good.
But, while you're fucking baked as shit, what is your favorite, media consumption once you've done that? Like, I know you love video games and shit, but is it games? Is it music? Is it some shows? What has it been recently?
I mean, I would still say like video games, but I also like just, sometimes it's nice to just like close your eyes and listen to like your favorite songs really loud, because it feels like you're in them. I don't fucking know.
No, I completely agree.
But like this video you got as your background for the stream right now, I feel like I'm really walking down the streets of a fucking city or some shit.
Right? That's that kind of shit. Well, that's like how you're saying when I'm closing my eyes and listening to music when I'm baked, like it's something like this. I'm like making a video in my head kind of. But it's like you're saying, like I am the music when I'm that's what I loved as a kid when I was younger and I'd get baked and dubstep first came out. Dubstep blew me away in that aspect. I would get so baked and listen to dubstep, honestly. And it was great.
Did you know that there's some people that can't like visualize images? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah,
Like I have a
'cause-
friend who like he can't close his eyes and see things.
like
That's so weird to me.
right? That's I would kind of bug me out. I'd feel like trapped or
It's
something
called
alone.
aphantasia.
Yeah, that's what it
Aphantasia?
is.
Yeah, it's I'm sure it's not too crazy because it's like I think about like my dog and shit a lot. Like there's people and animals out there that have been born like deaf or blind or something, but they're still living their best lives. But anyway, it's just a weird perspective to think of. So we take it for granted, right? To be able to hear, to taste, to fucking see shit in specific colors. But anyways, we'll move
That's
on.
crazy.
We'll move on to the next one. Do you want to tell us about your first time ever smoking, Zen? You have like a story for the first time you ever smoked?
Oh my god, the first time I ever got high was contact high and it was an accident and it's actually really, really fucking funny. I
Well, I'm
think
ready.
for a
I'm
minute
just
to
smoking
remember
to
it,
it.
but like alright, so I was still in high school and we had went over to one of my friend's house because we had to film something for our fucking 12th grade English class for a project or like our final I don't know, it was something really big. But me and my friend were in a team for it. So, and his best friend, or no, his sister is my best friend. So she was there, and so was our other friend that was gonna help like be actors in our shit sandwich, which is what we called it because it was a shit sandwich. We had to act out a scene of fucking what was it? That shit with Lenny and the flowers. Of Mice and Men or some shit.
Liddy and them. I mean, I'm gonna take your. I don't even know. You guys know?
I
Like,
think it's of Mice and
Yes,
Men.
it is of Mice and Men.
all right.
Yeah.
you.
And we had to like act out the scene where the chick was getting killed in the flowers. Or no, Lenny got shot in the flowers or what. That is fucking irrelevant.
Terrible
And we went
reenactment of
up,
a
like-
flower scene.
Yeah, it was really bad. And so then after that we went like up into his room or I don't know. It was a really weird fucking thing. There's like a fan pointed out, but it didn't help. And anyway, we ended up going back to my best friend's house and her parents bought Burger King. But before we even went inside to eat, I pretended like I was a slug in the driveway and then I ate all of their Burger King. That's what happened. Yeah.
Did you like? So you pretended you were a slug up until you ate the burgers as well? Like you slugged up to their food?
No,
All right,
no.
just
I
wondering.
slugged in the driveway before they made me go inside. Then I ate all of their somebody's sandwich. I don't know what. I think it was a chicken something. And then they were like, "Dave, you can't go home." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Do
And
you
that was sad
often-
because I didn't have any more Burger King.
And now, do you often slug? You know, when consuming?
No,
All right.
no. My slugging days they were all in the past. I could go for like Burger King right now though, and not go fucking lie to you.
Now, would that fall under one of your own favorite personal smoking stories, or do you have a different story that you would consider one of your favorites?
No, that's probably my favorite one. Other than the one where
I was just gonna
fucking
say, I
we
got
were
the
in
Burger
Red
King
Dim.
song stuck in my head now.
Have it your way?
Yeah.
Is
Hold
that
the
a song?
pickles, hold the lettuce, the special orders don't upset us. At BK, have it your way.
I didn't
Anyway.
know that was a song, bro. I
Yeah,
think
welcome
like
to
when you
Earth.
talk about Burger King, now I would just say I like the fucking foot lettuce video, and that's so gross, bro.
That's all I think of is foot lettuce.
The Burger King foot lettuce, or whatever it is, I don't fucking know. And
It
then I
was
mean,
the
then
foot
there's
lettuce.
the Red M thing with the grape juice, because I think that's pretty funny. That was fucking funny.
I was just sitting here and like I'm always smoking or whatever, and you just
He
ran
was
up
at
to
the
me.
fucking Saint Denis doctor's office.
Yeah, and you just run up as Toki or whatever, because I'm just chilling at Saint Denis like we always did. And you're like, I just remember you were saying this crazy shit, but the one thing you just run up and you're like, this fucking grape juice, bud? Yep. Like some shit like that just runs away and falls over in the streets. And I'm like, Toki is fucked up! Like, it was a
funny
good
as shit.
time.
No, other than that, that's pretty much it for stories.
So
For like
even-
the good stories.
And with that, you're not a fucking everyday kind of 420 blaze it, I'm gonna stay fucked up kind of person, right?
No, I don't think I would like that very much.
So you don't have any. I always have to ask if anyone has any famous smoking stories. If you ever smoked with anyone famous.
No.
All right, and that's fine too. You know,
Have you ever smoked with anybody famous?
the most wild, outrageous claim I can make. Well, I didn't smoke with anyone at Corpse. They didn't want to smoke any weed.
Corpse.
Yeah, Cannibal Corpse.
Cannibal
I fucking back in the
Ah.
day, I was chilling with him and we were just talking about World of Warcraft, but I didn't smoke any weed. I can't say I've smoked with anyone famous. The closest I got was I was at a hippie festival, and everyone was fucking smoking, and I could just say like I smoked near some famous people who were also smoking, but I honestly can't think of anyone I've ever sat down with when I'm like, oh, this person's famous as fuck, and I'm smoking with them, smoking the weed with them.
Huh.
Sadly, you know. Someday I'll get one. All right. So speaking of grape juice, anyways, do you have a favorite food or drink while consuming, or once Thai?
Bro, I don't know, but ever since like I came in here, now I just really want that fucking grape juicy juice.
The grape juice and the Burger King.
Yeah.
So unrelated, because this is supposed to be about Zen, but I'm drinking one of my favorite drinks right now, and I'm really questionable about this drink. But
What is that drink?
So this is a like mango, pineapple, orange, lemon, coconut water, like cold pressed juice.
Oh, okay, you fancy.
It's fucking delicious. And the only reason I'm skeptical of it is because I love these cold pressed juices, right? And this one is specifically, it's called 7 Select, meaning it's a 7-Eleven brand. So I'm very skeptical in a sense of it.
Oh, I thought like you got it from a 7-Eleven?
Yeah, and it's a 7-Eleven brand as well. That's why I'm
Huh.
skeptical, because it's a gas station drink, but it's fucking delicious. It quenches my thirst instantly, and it's delicious and fruity. If you don't know, your body has a
I don't think I've
cannabinoid.
ever been to a 7-Eleven.
Ever? And never a 7-Eleven?
Do they even have
Regardless-
those near me?
Regardless,
They
though,
have them
mangoes
around you.
mangoes increase your cannabinoid receptors. You're not gonna get crazy higher if you ingest mangoes before you smoke. But in my opinion, I get a more noticeable body high and all around high if I drink mango juice or eat mangoes before I smoke weed and shit. But anyways.
Oh.
So, with the contact high situation, I like to ask this too of why did you continue smoking? Did you enjoy the slugging and you're like, okay, that wasn't so bad, I'm gonna try that again?
I mean, honestly, it was funny, but it wasn't something that I wanted to do because it's just like, I don't know. I didn't want to do it until I got older because I had like a lot of anxiety and shit about that when I was younger, and now I'm just like, I don't give a fuck.
Well, I think that's all part of growing too, because as kids we're trying to put down roots and figure out how to define ourselves, and no one's really, especially in the societies I feel like we've all grown up in, there's not many people out there trying to help you be who you really want to be, like, and especially in a parental sense. I feel like, and I don't know your parents, but I feel like parents will always try to mold their kids, even in an unknowing sense sometimes, when you don't feel like you can express yourself or whatever. I will say I also had the opposite of that, because my mom was my friend, but she was a terrible parent at the same time. Like, I have tooth problems to this day because my mom, didn't know how to teach her kids how to brush the fucking teeth. But anyways, again, this one ain't about me. And I asked that question just because it's like me and Necro talked about it like not too long ago or whatever. But I like to ask people why, because I feel like it's good to get uncomfy sometimes too for certain aspects. Because I feel like some people sometimes need to ask
Being
themselves.
uncomfortable is a part of life,
No, for
whether
real.
you're letting it happen like from your own decisions or actions, and it's, I don't know, I guess it's a part of like learning control for yourself for when you're put into situations of uncomfiness that are out of your control, you know?
Yeah, and when you say that, I really feel like it's really important to understand your own limits and what you're comfortable with and stuff too. And it's also important to understand that other people have limits, you know, and to have respect on both ways of that. Because when you're controlling yourself, like it's like what I don't know. I don't want to get too deep into it because we can go off the deep end while we're stoned and get philosophical. But
I love philosophy.
it's a good time, all right.
Bro, it was like my favorite class in college. I read the whole fucking textbook and my teacher loved me. I've never read a textbook before. Like, yeah, they fucking sent me home to read that shit book. No, buddy. And now, but I read that book because it was actually cool.
It is always odd trying to think about how people work or think, and sometimes I'll sit here and talk about like the Fallout versions of the world or something, or Resident Evil, a real apocalypse. But that's the scary part too, is if you present people with these situations with like a lack of society and we start building our own, some people can be very brutal and very scary, and there's very dark sides to humanity. But anyways, on to the last questions then. So we've already asked if you could like smoke, if you have smoked with anyone famous, but if you could smoke with anyone in the fucking world, and you don't pick me, just like anyone that you could actually pick to fucking smoke with, like dead or alive, like anyone who's ever existed, who would you pick to chill and smoke with if you could have a little session with them?
That's like, I could pick literally anybody.
Yeah, anyone, dead or alive, doesn't matter.
Do they have to be real?
No, they don't even have to be real.
Fuck. That opens a lot more avenues.
It does open
right
some
there.
doors, but yeah. If you want to smoke
I
with
think
a
I'm
fictional
just gonna.
character.
I think I'm gonna
Sweet
leave.
in a pineapple under the sea.
Yeah, SpongeBob, bro. Just kidding. I think we're gonna leave that door closed.
All right.
'cause that just makes it way more complicated than my brain can focus right now.
All right, that's fine. A real person who existed or still
A
exists,
real person.
or someone who might exist, your future self, maybe.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like it would be fun as hell to smoke with Snoop Dogg and watch his little like planet Earth things, just because they're funny even when you're not fucking out of it.
So
You know?
you want to chill with Snoop and just chill with him and actually watch a Planet Earth with him while you're smoking and just narrate it. And
Bro,
shit.
that'd be fun. That'd be funny as fuck. I don't think that would be like the one person I picked. I just think that would be funny. I don't think I really have anybody that I would be like, yeah, this is the one, you know? Just because of how often I don't do it.
That's fine. That's the last. Who do we have decisions of? So, Crow said Jim Morrison. I said Bob Marley. Necro, who did you say? When I asked you, it was a dead artist. I'm pretty sure it was one of your favorite hip hop artists. I think.
MF Doom, maybe?
Was it? It was. I don't think it was MF Doom. It was someone who passed away though. I can't remember. I do remember it was an artist.
Like my famous one was that I smoked weed with Steady P. He's still alive though.
It was someone that you weren't gonna. It was an artist. Fucking. It wasn't a rap artist. It was some kind of rock artist. I can't fucking remember, and I can't fucking remember.
Journey from the band of Journey.
Yeah, I can't remember who the fuck Bruce Way said he would fucking smoke with either. I'm a bad host.
That's okay. I'm bad me. I can't remember either.
But yeah.
What if I just pick you, Elm? There you go.
I said don't pick me, but yeah, it's all I would.
No, you didn't even tell me not to pick him, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like the deck was stacked against me.
Boom.
Well, I had to say it to Crow and shit too. I was like, you don't gotta pick me, because me and Crow is we're brothers. You know, I love Crow. But But nah, if the internet wasn't the internet, or if teleportation exists, I would happily smoke with anyone. I'd get all of you fucked up. Necro can almost attest. But like, I have a bong right
What
now.
if you could teleport through like, I don't know, computer screens or some shit?
Then
I
I'd
don't
smoke
know.
you up right now, literally.
I know.
I would do it, is all I'm saying. Alright, and that was, usually I like to go for like an hour and talk more shit out, but I did rush it because I didn't want you to have to wait on shit. But those were all the questions that I have, and that's the Stoner Circle podcast about talking shit.
Beautiful.
And I appreciate
go.
you that you fucking agreed to it, because I'm trying to fucking get other people to do it. But Itchy never does shit like this with me, because he'll sit around, you know, for hours. We'll make animes and shit, and he's fine with that. But he can't sit for an hour and just get stoned with a motherfucker and answer some questions. But I don't know if you remember him. I'm trying to get Grumpy Nugs to come and
I
do
can
one.
already hear the fucking Itchy episode where you ask a question, then he ridicules the question, and then you ask a question, and then he ridicules the question,
And then
you
we
guys
start
change the
yelling at
subject,
each
and then
other.
the podcast is over.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
There you go, Al.
Is this how you want me to end your episode?
Bro,
with
yeah,
just
I've
this?
been a fan of this stream
Yeah.
long enough to know the fucking element.
I'm gay.
Isn't it beautiful? It
I'm
makes
gay.
it so this episode is like
I'm
10
gay.
hours and 26 minutes.
I'm gay.